Hello there. How are you today? My name is Kunle Alaba. Yeah, I just want to have a short discussion with us. Sometimes when I come up this way to just say one or two things about sometimes it sounds controversial, but it's not like we're trying to steer the honest nest. We're just trying to as the Lord leads. For instance, I woke up this morning. I have this urge in my spirit to just say one or two things about this issue. This is something I've observed over the years. As a matter of fact, as a young uh, believer, way back in Nigeria, Lagos, I've seen this at play, and I've seen it over and over, and I just feel like talking about it. Yeah. Whoever learns from it, good. I'm not attacking anybody. I don't attack people. Because some people say, "Oh, no, you're after my men of God." No, I don't do that stuff. I just talk, and if it applies to you, uh, then if you think it makes sense to learn from it, then you can see. See, I've noticed the relationship between men of God and supposedly their daughters and sons in the Lord. And sometimes some of us that are just watching, some of the things we see, we just think it doesn't look too well, it doesn't look palatable. The way some of this supposedly men of God treats these people that they consider as their children, that they consider as their sons and daughters. So I'm just going to talk briefly about that and one other issue real quick. For instance, I've been in a church way back. I think it was around 1990, maybe 94, 95. I can't remember exactly. That a man of God actually called out one of his supposedly son, who was even already married at that time, in the whole church, a large congregation, and just blast him in the presence of everybody. And you know how the sons in the Lord do too. They are very obedient, and I don't know. And I've seen quite a number of times when some of those men of God will just blast people that are supposedly referred to as their children, their daughters, their sons. Now, my issue is everybody deserves a level of respect, irrespective of how you think or the way you look at them. And I think this relationship, men of God, their sons and daughter thing, if a man of God considers you as his child, his son, his daughter, the question you should ask is, does he treat you the way he treats his own children? Does he treat you publicly the way he treats his own children, his own daughter, his own son? The same way he can call you out, the same way he can talk to you anyhow, the same way he can shout you down. Can he do the same thing to his own children? Because, I mean, what are you talking about? It's a son father relationship, right? If a man of God can treat you the way he treats his own children, definitely you know that that is a man of God. That is your father indeed, your spiritual father, and you should honor him or her. So just consider that. If the man of God cannot treat you the way he treats his own children at home, or the way he can treat you publicly in the church, in the congregation, can he do the same thing to his own son or his own daughter? If he cannot do it, then you need to define that relationship. It's a man of God and servant. It's a servant man of God relationship, and that needs to be clarified so that you know exactly what we're talking about here. And now, one other issue that I've noticed in the church, have you noticed that you rarely see a rich man's daughter or son getting going through deliverance? It's always those poor people's children that goes through deliverances. Is God partial? Is God picking? I mean, are those rich people's children, they don't go to church? Are they all Muslims? Because it's just ridiculous. I don't understand it. You see a child, a daughter, a guy rolling on the floor, going through deliverances. It's always the children of those poor parents. Poor parents. You don't see the children of the rich going through all that. As a matter of fact, I won't be shocked if a man of God is in church and deliverance is going on and he says, whose daughter is it? And they say, that's Dangote's daughter. He said, Dangote's daughter. Please, let's go and do his own deliverance in my office. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And God is watching all these things. It's not only the children of poor people that are possessed. So let's get that clear. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.